Hi, I'm Brian Tichy, and I just got finished with this Bonzo's Birthday Bash show. And it's May 31st, 2012. It's now June 1st, but Bonzo's birthday is May 31st. And we did the show for the past 5 hours. That's all I've been doing. It's a little burnt.
Yeah, you look a little tired.
Yeah, well, thank you. You look awesome yourself.
You killed it, man.
Thank you very much.
You shredded on guitar and drums.
Yeah, I love playing guitar too.
That's something else.
I've always loved them both. I was a drummer who just loved playing guitar since I was a kid.
What'd you do first, or do you not even?
The drums. I was like, naturally a drummer. I could go, I was like, oh, there you go, But guitar is a little more of a thing. A little bit. You got to get calluses and struggle a little bit with that. But I always, had a pretty close amount of obsession with rock guitar and stuff. So but doing this, play one song. Every drummer gets to pick the favorite song, favorite Zeppelin song, and tribute to Bonzo. You know what I mean? And so I play the first one. I'm out of the way, and then I just pick up a guitar, and wherever there's a song that two guitars fits, or there's overdubs that I might be able to do and make it fuller, we do that. So
awesome.
But I love it. I love that side of the stage, and I love just being like I'm in the corner more or less, and I got a couple solo spots, whatever. But just I love watching the drummers come up. I love watching how happy everybody is, and it just looks like a bunch of kids to me playing the Zeppelin records. That's how it feels, which I think is why everybody does this, because we all love Zeppelin and John Bonham, and I mean it's pretty much across the board, and well-known fact. Who's going to really dispute John Bonham as the best rock drummer? Okay, there's a lot of amazing rock drummers, but pound for pound, he's probably the guy. He's the guy, So when you get 22 or 3 drummers, whatever's here tonight, to be here on his birthday, I mean, there's a reason for that.
Badass.
But everybody had a great time tonight. But it's like, okay, yeah, it's Bonham and it's Zeppelin. There's a combination going on with those 4 guys and that band, and it sounded bigger than everybody else. Yes, the Who is amazing, and they're very rambunctious. And I love the Who, but there's something about the groove and the swagger of Zeppelin, and a lot of that is because of, most of it's because of Bonham.
Yeah.
And you have that foundation. The guy who can be insane and can do things that flip you out, and like, whoa, he's amazing drumming, but there's a sexy groove swagger thing. No matter what he does, it's there. It's like danceable and it's funky.
So now, what is the one thing, if you were to pick it out, that has most influenced you as a drummer from Bonham's playing?
Oh, the sound and the groove. It's like the same thing. All the other stuff is icing, but the sound and the groove. It doesn't matter. Some of the sounds are really big. Some of them are, you can't, the kick drum. I mean, maybe I can't hear it so much in that song or that. But it's amazing because it's impact. It's not just, it's not like, when the levee breaks. Okay, it's amazing. It's I think that's the most perfect drum sound ever recorded. When that came out, there was nothing like that ever in the history of drums. And then that came out, and now you have that to go by. Whoa, you know what I mean? You have that to. You want a big drum sound? You have to top when the levee breaks. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of great big drum sounds, but that's the one. And then the groove. You can have a big drum sound, but if the groove isn't there, who cares about the sound? You know what I mean? If the sound is great, but your groove ain't great, who cares? You know what I mean? It's like you need the two, and then all the intricacies, all the fills, the tasty fills, the space between the notes. I mean, that's another thing, his space. You don't play Bonham-style triplets of any kind, any triplet to a click. It's not going to work out. You got to play as a human being. There's no need for a click. Yeah. That's a whole other world. I don't really care for clicks. I think it's a big joke. I think it's great for drummers to practice a click. I think you really should. But I think, as far as rock, I mean, you want to do techno or electronic or dance or whatever stuff like that. But even disco back in the 70s, I mean, where the drummer keeps time for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So,
can you talk about the song you picked and why?
I played in the evening tonight, and that's the first song off of In Through the Outdoor. And when I was a kid and getting into Zeppelin hardcore, that record came out, and I remember hearing in the evening on the radio, and it was just like, it was kind of like, this is still they're still better than everybody else. That's how it sounded. They came out, and I'm like, it just sounded badass and bigger and tougher than everybody else. And Bonham just stands out so amazingly in that. And also I just wanted a cool intro song, and I thought that opened up into the Outdoor, the last record he recorded. you know.
It's got a great intro itself.
Yeah, it's just, you know, it just felt right. You know, I went through the whole list in my head. Oh, I can do this and that. I did Immigrant Song, which is such a badass opener. It was kind of like, okay, I've done it. You know, I wanted to have fun. I only get one song. I don't want to play 2 or 3 or 4.
So what do you do to prepare for a song like that?
Nothing. Just play Zeppelin.
Just hear it and play it.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up on it. You know, play it.
Yeah,
if you don't know it, if I have to practice Zeppelin right now, something's really wrong. You know, I mean, you have to learn, like, on drums. On guitar, yeah, I have to learn parts. But on drums, I mean, if you said play, I don't know, you know, maybe there's a couple epics, Achilles, My Time of Dying or something. You got to maybe listen for the arrangement, but it's not like, oh, I have to learn how to play drum part. I've gone through that. I've put the time in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean I don't mess things up. I mean, I remember I played a Fool in the Rain thing on a video, and I was just like, oh, the Left Hand Ghost Company. I did too many. I wasn't thinking I was tired. It was the end of a tour, you know. But it annoys me that I actually did it like that. Like, duh, it's just one of his best beats ever, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, that's why I'm here. Right
Roy
now.
killed it tonight.
What's that?
Roy killed Fool in the Rain tonight.
Oh man, he totally hit the pocket. I mean, he hit the tempo. That's not easy to do. That's not easy, you know. And yeah, I was like, we were all impressed. We were like, whoa, he put the time in. He meant business. Roy meant business. Yeah.
Thanks to the low end help from
we got Michael Devin on.
Hi.
All right, little shirt, man.
Hey, thank you. You know, I sweat my ass off in that. I wore the same shirt on this.
Is this yours, dude?
Yes. Do you want some? Yeah, sit down. That's my drummer brother.
So you guys have been playing together for a while now.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, we have. I moved to California and I don't know, 2000, but I think it was in 01 or 02, somewhere around there. I joined Brian's band. He had a power trio called Ball, and I heard it, and I was like, wow, this is East Coast rock on the West Coast, because I was hearing everybody trying to pull off Chili Peppers or Jane's Addiction or these kinds of bands that I just wasn't into. But he's a fucking riff master, man. I mean, the dude writes riffs, you know.
Riffs are cool.
And
riffs
are cool.
Riffs make a day good.
They do.
If you hear a good riff, you get happy.
They do.
Can't argue with that.
They do. And I am a riff addict. I love riffs. Like Supernaut by Black Sabbath.
That's pretty
puts
awesome.
the hair on end. You know?
Yeah, that's amazing.
And I mean, Jimmy Page has some of the most memorable, beautiful riffs
He's the top
ever.
of the top. He's top of the top. He's the top of the top. Forget it.
He truly is. He's the creme de la creme.
Why do you do that with your voice when you do that clem?
Because I felt like giving it
Sounds
that
like you said, like
affect.
Clemberg.
Affecting it.
You
know what I mean?
fancy.
It was just for effect. It's like saying actor instead of actor.
I said, hey, let's do cashmere. He goes, it's cashmere.
Because you know why? It's not a fucking cashmere sweater. It's cashmere.
But
that's why Robert goes, while moving through Kashmir. He doesn't say, while moving through Kashmir.
And how do you guys say DY''ER?
Jamaica. Jamaica. Even though it's just to make it easy for everybody else, you go, Dire Maker. I love Dire Maker. Just say it that way.
Jamaica, they say,
it's easy. Jamaica, it's like they're confused.
Yeah.
I'm so confused when I say it. I don't even know what song I'm talking about. You know what I mean? I think
but that's how it happened. I started playing, but he wasn't playing drums.
I was a guitar player in the
playing
band.
Guitar.
And Joe Travers, who played tonight, was the drummer.
Joe Travers was the drummer. And so I joined.
Interesting little bit of trivia there.
Yep. Joined this band, and little did I know I was in a band with two really fucking great drummers. You know, Joe's fucking great, and obviously Brian's great, but. And I don't know, we've just been kind of rolling from there.